Today on episode 273 of Typical Chicago Fans, we have Sinkers and Floaters, the TCF Sports Minute, our NFL Championship Sunday, stupid questions, and the TCF top 3 of color combinations. Let's roll.
I would like to wish you all the best with your podcast, Typical Chicago Fans. Again, best of luck to you and your podcast, Typical Chicago Fans. And one final thought, Zach. Go Cubs! And peace.
Hello and welcome back, Typical Chicago Fans, brought to you by our incredible sponsor, Connect Roasters Coffee. Today is episode 273. Make sure to find us on X at typical_Chicago. Head to Facebook and Instagram as well as TikTok and give all those pages a like. We're almost at 500 followers on TikTok, so we're getting close there. Make sure you subscribe or follow on TikTok, rather. Head on over to our YouTube page. Subscribe there for all of our content in video form. Make sure to subscribe, rate, review wherever you get your podcast. We are there. So subscribe, rate, review, 5 stars, whatever you can on whatever platform you use. We are there. You can find me on X at Boomy TCF. And of course, the man that I'm joined with tonight, that is Zach at Z Lilia TCF. Big Z, we are in the middle of the dead cold of winter. And I think on the last episode, I may have said we're going to have an easy winter. Boy, was I wrong.
Yeah, it hasn't been like snow-wise very tough, but it has been cold. Very cold.
I'll take 4 feet of snow and 20 more than I'd take -7.
Oh, yeah. It's terrible. We've had more closings around here for cold weather than we have for actual snow.
Oh, big time. Yeah, and like obviously being in education as long as I have, it's like you think, oh, there's not that much snow, they'll be fine. Like, dude, those buses, you can even think back to when we were in school, like those buses were never like warm in the winter. You always had to keep your coat on.
Unless you're sitting right next to the heater, which might have been the hottest thing of all time.
Yeah.
It's one spot on there, you'll just sweat like crazy.
And then everybody else just froze. So
feels like when you were on your way home from like a basketball game, if you were sitting by that, it was just terrible.
Yeah, after you got done playing and you were just still sweating, and then you sit on top of the heater seat and you're just like, am I getting sick because I'm still just sweating bullets and it's been an hour and a half since the game got done?
Yeah, but yeah, you still can't complain though, really. Other than the cold, it hasn't been terrible. It is a little snowy, but all in all, it's been a pretty good winter.
Yeah. I mean, I still, like I said, I'll take snow more than this cold sucks, dude. We shouldn't have to hurt to be outside.
No, but we've got a little bit of everything this winter. We've had warm weather, cold weather, really cold weather, snow, rain. We've gotten everything.
That's probably the issue. Is it was 60 degrees 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and it's gonna be like 30 next week, and then probably drop back down to 11 and stuff like that. And it's how people get sick.
Yeah, big time. And that leads us into sinkers and floaters, because my sinker this week is sinus infections. I don't know what it's been, probably for the last decade. I don't get like really, really sick. I haven't got the flu in a very long time, knock on wood. But anytime I get any sort of virus in my body, I just get a sinus infection. And I got one on Friday. And I feel like I had taken a punch from a UFC fighter right under my right eye here. It sucks. There's nothing you can really do. You just keep blowing your nose, and sometimes it's open, sometimes it's shut. And then like if you're sitting down and you go to stand up and then you feel like you're going to black out because of the pressure, that sucks. I can't complain too much because it's like the most sick I get is a sinus infection. And I've learned over the last 10 years, stuff to deal with it. But like, dude, they just suck.
Yeah, they do suck. And it's just terrible because you can't get it to go away. There's really nothing to do to have it go away. You kind of just
like you take medicine, but all it does is like drain it, and then the next day it's closed back up.
Yeah, and once you drain it, it's kind of gross and
it's super gross.
And then it comes back, and it's like a pounding headache.
Yes, yeah. Like I said, it feels like, and like I apologize if I'm sniffling, and you can hear my audio, but like there's just nothing you can do about it.
No, at this time of year, it's more likely that you have the sniffles than you don't.
Big time.
My sinker is football season because as of today, we only have one game left. We only have
It's
one
baseball
game
season,
left.
baby.
We had the Super Bowl, which we'll be talking about, but we have the flag football Pro Bowl too. But
That's true.
yeah, only one game left. And it's always so sad. It sucks. You get so into the season, and the next thing you know, it's just done.
Yeah. And like the whole, the shorter season, not shorter in the sense of like months and days, but like 17 games, right? And it's only once a week that your team is going to play if you're, not on a bye week. But I don't know. Once my team gets eliminated, I find it's sometimes hard to get super into other teams' games. Like I had the games on obviously all day and watching them, but like if my team's not in it, like I've been done more reading on the baseball season in the last 2 weeks than I have in the last 2 months.
I'm still very much into it, and you just try to get as much as you can left in it. But it is almost baseball season. There's basketball, hockey. There's still a lot of sports, but just that like Sunday night football, Sunday night or Monday night football, Thursday night football is like it's appointment television for like 20 weeks in a row, and the next thing you know, it's just done.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that. I watched 2 Blackhawks games this week. I haven't watched 2 Blackhawks games the whole season combined.
Yeah, they're actually playing pretty decent.
Yeah, they were 2 really fun ones. So, the other avenues are starting to. I watched a ton of college basketball lately.
Yeah, that's always fun too. But I've been kind of checked out of football for maybe the last week because you kind of want to just get away from it when your team loses. But you got back into it today, and then you get so excited about it, and the next thing you know, it's like, well, we don't play for 2 weeks now.
Yeah, that's true. That stupid bye week drives me nuts.
I don't get it. I wouldn't want it really.
No, that feels so long to have off.
Way too long.
My floater this week is the TikTok shop, and this has been my floater, probably a sinker for me financially, but like, dude, I cannot stop buying stuff off of the TikTok shop. This tripod that I'm on right now, that my phone is on right now, is from the TikTok shop. Like, I feel someone needs to pause my account on there because it is getting out of hand.
Yeah, I actually got, I think, my sister's Christmas present off of TikTok shop. I'm not really on TikTok much because I already have enough social medias that I look at way too much. But yeah, it is. Is it good prices too?
Yeah, dude, they do it to sell stuff, obviously. So they literally make every day as some sort of sale.
That's nice though. But yeah, I guess you never really think about it. Like you just think TikTok, you don't think a store.
Right. It was something. Oh, I've got like 4 oversized T-shirts in the mail right now from 2 separate companies that I like the way they
T-shirts.
Yeah, like they're like baggier. It's kind of like the more in style now.
What does that mean?
Like they're just big and baggy.
That's style?
Yeah. That big, like, so it's the one I'm thinking of is the one I wear the most. It's this Aries Nutrition shirt. It's got like a big, like, Greek looking emblem thing on the front, and it's just bigger. I don't know. I love the way they fit. And last night, me and my wife were sitting around watching the UFC fights and just kind of scrolling through. And next thing I know, I had bought 4 different oversized T-shirts.
Well, we'll have to see them next time we record.
I would have it on, but I wore it yesterday to the gym. So.
Oh, you have it right now?
I have one. I bought 3 more.
All right. Well, I gotta see these at some point because
you've probably seen one and never even thought about it. They're not like absurdly baggy. They're just baggier than like tighter fitting shirts.
I guess I don't like shirts that kind of like shrink up a little bit.
Yeah.
So I guess that would be nice.
Yep, absolutely. But yeah, I cannot stop buying stuff on TikTok shop. My wife probably just needs to deactivate my credit card on there.
Or you just need to go to Amazon, so it's not like it's going to stop you from doing that.
That's very true. That's
one shopping addiction to the next.
Exactly. I had thought about it because I'm sitting down here in the basement and I got my fridge over here, and I always buy like my energy drinks and my protein drinks off of there, and I'm getting a little low on a couple of them. So I'm like, as soon as we're done recording and I'm laying in bed getting ready, I'm probably going to end up buying like 5 or 6 cases just to restock the fridge. So it came across my mind here lately.
Yeah, but your wife loves
a better deal.
when that stuff just shows up to the house and you have not told her that you're going to do it?
That happens all the time. She's got to carry like these they'll put like 4 12-pack of energy drink cans in a box, so it weighs like 60 pounds. She's got to lug it inside.
You live in the middle of nowhere, so these like TikTok delivery people or Amazon, they're probably wondering like what is going on here.
Yeah, but that's everybody though.
Well, I know, but it's kind of funny like dropping it off to your house because you literally, I mean, you don't live in the middle of nowhere. You live close to town, but there is not much close to your house.
Yeah, my closest neighbor's a quarter mile away. So
yeah, so when there's a box, like multiple boxes sitting there, it's pretty funny.
Well, and so what's funny on TikTok Shop is like the last time I bought, it was like 4 cases, right? 4 or 5 cases. They came in 5 separate boxes. So this poor person just had to unload 5 boxes instead of putting all in one big box. I don't know what you'd rather have, but I think I would rather just have one big box and only have to make one trip.
Yeah, but it might be pretty heavy.
Yeah, it depends on the person doing the heavy lifting.
But I have 2 floaters. My first floater was the Derrick Rose jersey retirement. I don't know if you were able to watch it, but it was so cool. It takes you back to like the Joakim and Luol Deng was there, and Tom Thibodeau was there, and like the whole team was there. But those 3 guys were the ones. Oh, and Taj Gibson talked during the ceremony, and it was very cool. And it just like reminds you of how awesome those teams were. And Derrick Rose
how far away we are from that.
He talked for a while, and it was awesome. It's awesome to see him be embraced by Chicago like he deserves. And I was watching something that there are 8 rose petals inside of his jersey retirement banner.
Nice.
For every year he played, it's the first banner up there that has something in it.
So that's cool. I did not see that.
He has 8 rose petals inside of that, like inside the one, I think, that they put in there while they were sewing it. So that's pretty cool to know. And it's just, I mean, a kid from Chicago, grew up in Chicago, played in Chicago, then played his NBA career in Chicago, and like now he has his number retired next to like Jordan and Pippen. Like that's just an unreal thing to think of actually happening.
Yeah, it's one of those. I didn't watch it live, but I've watched, excuse me, all the clips and everything from there. Like, it does take you back in the same, like, other half of my brain. It drove me nuts because of the way Jerry Reinsdorf just milked every single cent out of this. This was like the 5th Derrick Rose night, and it almost feels like a disservice to Derrick that Jerry Reinsdorf did this. Just almost felt like a money grab. And that's not fair.
I don't think about it like that at all, because I think about it at the good moments. I mean, everything's a money grab nowadays. Everything that people do is a money grab.
How many jersey retirements have you ever seen, though, in our lifetime where there's been 5 special nights of that?
I guess, but like I don't really think about it that way. I don't really, in a way, care. I mean, yeah, I mean, it sucks to have that happen, I guess. But like it's fun to watch. It's fun to see. It's fun to have all the memories, and like in a season where, I mean, they're 500 maybe. Like it's something fun to have going on instead of actually thinking about the actual team. So sometimes it's a way of getting away from what the team actually is.
Yeah, and I don't want to take anything away from Derrick Rose. He's one of my all-time favorite Bulls of my lifetime. I was talking about him with some buddies over the weekend, and it was like one of those. I remember hearing the name when I was in like 6th grade, maybe 5th grade, like probably in late junior high, and like being a big Illinois high school hoop fan that I was. I remember watching him in the state tournament down in Peoria, because they would broadcast the championship games, and we would always go to the small school state championship, and you just kept hearing about this kid Derrick Rose, and he's the best player in the state, and then he solidifies that and wins 3 state titles in high school, and then goes off as one of the top recruits in the country to Memphis, gets to a national championship game in his 1 year there, and then we get lucky enough that he's there when we have the number 1 overall pick, and
which, I mean, is crazy that they even had.
Yeah, it is. It's nuts.
The percentage that they had to get that pick was insane, and the way it all set up. And I mean, it was.
And I remember like watching the Boston Celtics series on my buddy Dylan's phone at, I think it was senior prom. So this would have been like spring of 2009. He was like the first person I knew that had a smartphone, and it was the choppiest, like worst quality video, but we were all like huddled around him at a table watching that game because it was going on during our senior prom, and then like watching him, those great teams when we were in college. You're 100% right. That's all it takes you back to the good times.
And it reminds you that, like, I mean, they almost didn't take him in a way. I mean, Michael Beasley was very
Mike Beasley's a bucket.
When he came out of college, it wasn't like that they were just gonna take Derrick Rose for sure. You didn't know that Derrick Rose would be this MVP and this and that at that point.
Yeah, I remember that being like, and I think now, like looking back, I think a lot of GMs say, it wasn't as close as the media portrayed it to be, but like Mike Beasley was a
I think it really was. I think they like to say that now because of where their careers both went. But I mean, Michael Beasley could have been a number one pick easily.
I don't disagree with you, but I just, in retrospect, looking at it, like there's no way that the Bulls don't take the Chicago kid.
You say that, but what they are now, it's what they would do.
Yeah,
you think about it, like it's crazy that they didn't do that. Really?
Yeah. Now looking back, but like I feel like you almost like. I don't know if it was as close as we thought it was back then.
But the Bulls never usually do the right thing. So it actually is like
they actually got
they
one
actually
right.
Do.
Yeah, seriously. No, it's cool to see, especially all those guys being back and the picture they took at center court and all the highlights and everything. But
and his whole family there and just the way it all went down was very like cool in the moment.
It's really cool to like see. He was never like the biggest talking guy, right? He wasn't like.
And he kind of came out and said that like he kind of just played that all off. He was. Yeah. I mean, he was. You think about it. We were 22, 23 years old. Put us in front of a microphone. That's not going to work out.
Exactly. It's incredible the way that he's kind of. I don't want to say changed, but like it's cool to hear him discuss the things that we were watching,
which is really cool. He came back to Chicago and he has jobs for people in Chicago and stuff like that. He wants to actually do something for his city. Not a lot of people do that.
Yep. No,
they get a lot of money and they say they want to do it and they usually don't.
Absolutely.
My other floater is Big Cat, Dan Big Cat Katz, from Barstool. Part of my take. We always listen to the podcast. Part of my take on my hat.
Every episode for 10 years.
Some Stella Blue coffee. They have these cans right here in the mail, and I went through Amazon, and it happens. I think one of them got maybe popped or something in the middle of shipping. It's tough. So I sent him a picture. He sent me 2 cases of coffee. And he didn't have to do that. I was just reaching out to show him or whatever. I didn't think anything would actually happen with it. He was nice enough. He asked for the address, sent me some, and like that just shows you how you do good business.
Absolutely. Like Big Cat has always been, he's part of the reason that like I started taking in Barstool content, right? You had shown me, I remember you showed me videos of his stuff back when I was in college. And then when Pardon My Take came out, you were the one that told me like, hey, you got to listen to this thing called a podcast. I'd never listened to a podcast before. And I'll never forget, I was driving home from Michigan and listened to an episode, like their most recent one. I was like, oh, I like this. So I went all the way back. I think I was like a month behind maybe after they had started and listened to every episode, got caught up, and I've never missed an episode. Always loved Big Cat. So shout out to him for, like you said, taking care of the people that buy your stuff and run a good business.
And for people like me and anyone really, you always have some bad days or whatever, anxiety, stuff like that. And it's nice. They have 3 episodes a week. There's always something to listen to. I mean, they're on Netflix now, but everyone has Netflix. I think it's crazy to like get mad about that. Like,
yeah, that's
I think
insane.
That's annoying.
I I've had a Netflix account since like before I had a credit card.
I think more people are on Netflix than YouTube. I think that's crazy. But it's always there. Monday morning, Wednesday morning, Friday morning. There's an episode there 3 days a week. There's not a lot of podcasts that do that.
Yeah.
And have constant
consistent for a decade.
Yeah, I think my first video of Big Cat was the Shed Aquarium.
Yep. That one.
He I
think the Sky Game.
All the stingrays.
I remember that one, but the Sky Game is the one that.
Oh, the Sky Game, and then there was like there's a softball team that was in Chicago.
Yeah, the Bandits.
Yeah, I think Jenny Finch, was she on that team?
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, shout out Big Cat, shout out Stella Blue Coffee. Thanks again for doing that. That's awesome, and that's how you keep business coming back.
Absolutely. Shout out Big Cat. Let's swing things over to the TCF Sports Minute. It's been a couple weeks since we talked. The Bears season has come to an end. They lose to the Rams on a walk-off field goal, 20-17 in the divisional round. Let's not beat around the bush. Zach, you've got to be more than ecstatic at how this season went.
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, we really literally down to overtime. Say what you want. I know it was a tough interception, but that's how the game goes. You would like to have ran the ball, probably, yes, and kick a field goal, which people were talking like that Cairo Santos was just going to make a 45, 50-yard field goal in that snow or in the wind. It wasn't really snowing.
The cold.
The way it ended, I mean, you would have thought it was all over, and he has that touchdown to Cole Kmet in the back of the end zone with, I think there was, a few seconds left on a fourth down. He had ran. I think there was probably I forget how much. There was a little bit of time left.
No, there was a couple minutes left.
No, because remember they ended up kneeling the ball out to go to overtime. I'm pretty sure the Rams did. I don't think the Rams ever actually did anything to try and get more yards.
Oh, you might be right. Yeah.
But yeah, you mean we have a quarterback, we have a coach. That's all you could ask for going into this season. You may not agree with everything that Ben Johnson does, but that's why he's the coach and we're not. I mean, yeah, you can go back and say, we should have gone for it on fourth down here. Maybe you should pass it here and run it here. That's a lot of what ifs. I really don't. You can't play that in football. It's such a quick game. But we have what we want going forward. You're going to have to build up the defense. Even the defense played really well in that last game. I mean, we held them to 13 points or something like that. The Rams. I know it was not the greatest weather, but still, they went in today and scored 27 or something like that, or 24. Yeah. So the future is bright, and it's always, you don't want to always say that because, I mean, you look at a team
like the Bengals. You
look at the Bengals. The Bengals were in the Super Bowl, Joe Burrow and this and that, and then you never get back. But
I don't want to poo-poo it, but like, does 2018 creep into your head at all?
Oh yeah, it always. But I don't think we were as confident in either.
I don't know about that.
Well, I mean, we were not confident in Trubisky like we were confident in Caleb Williams. Not at all. Because that defense was the reason that we were in that game. I mean, the takeaways and stuff like that. I don't think it's anything like that. But I mean, it could be. You never know. I mean, football is very tough sport. There's it's a season to season. I mean, they were in last place last year, first place this year. You never know what's going to happen from season to season.
And especially with the schedule change next year, right? You're playing a first place schedule.
Well, I think
like that's
a lot of the. I do know it is a first place schedule, but every team in our division is over 500, or at least 500. So that's going to really boost how hard the schedule is too. Because I mean, we're probably in the toughest division going forward, other than the Rams division. That's pretty tough, but still, you think about it. I mean, every team was 500 or better. So it's something to look forward to. It's a long time until training camp starts, unfortunately, but it's one of those years you don't have to just worry about the draft. You actually get to think about free agency and stuff like that, and where we can improve in the small spots. We don't have to improve at the quarterback for once.
I'm pulling up your list of free agents, and it's not as worrisome, I feel like, as it could be. You know what I mean? Like, you always, when you build a team like this, but I feel like the Bears being a year ahead of schedule, definitely helped them a lot. And the amount of, or the personnel that they could potentially be losing, obviously they're not going to lose all of these guys, but just starting on the top here, Kevin Bayard, Joe Tyron, Ryan Bates, Andrew Billings, Chris Williams, Brisker, CJ Gardner Johnson. Like, those are names that, like, you would hope that if you do lose, you can fill in free agency and through the draft.
For what you ever thought of Ryan Poles, what he did to this offensive line in one offseason lets me know that he knows what he's doing. Yeah. I know that's the position he played, but still, I mean, he fixed an offensive line that was terrible last year into one that there were two running backs that ran for over 500 yards in a season.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about it, a 7th-round pick ran for like 700 yards or something. So you have to be excited, but you also it sucked in the moment. It definitely sucked for a few days, but you move on. But you don't take for granted where they got, because it could easily not happen again.
For sure. You like you said, you gotta reload and have almost like a quick memory, and just turn around and start filling the holes and the issues that you did have. And training camp is gonna be here before we know it.
They didn't win a Super Bowl, they didn't go to the NFC Championship, but I mean, they had some of the most exciting games that you can remember. I mean, they had some insane games.
Was it like 7 or 8 comeback wins?
Yeah, the 2 against the Packers, the Giants, the Bengals. They almost did it again against the Rams in the last game. That throw is unfortunately not going to get maybe the playback that it should, the Cole Kmet one, because they lost. But I mean, that's an insane throw and play and stuff like that. And there's so many moments in the season that you had to take forward and go, that this quarterback who's in his second season did that. Now we move forward and we can. I mean, you think about it, Rome was probably hurt. They said DJ Moore was probably hurt. Stuff like that. You go forward. I mean, but you can't use that as an excuse either, because every team is hurt at the end of a season.
Okay, so a week out from that last play, how much, are you mad at DJ Moore? Do you think he's the reason for that interception?
I mean, from what's coming out, he was playing hurt throughout the whole playoffs. And because you're not going to come out and say you're hurt and stuff like that. So I think that he was a little more hurt than people thought.
Sure.
But I mean, it's a weird throw. I mean, you can't be mad at it. There's always somewhere to try and blame after a game like that, but you can't. I mean, DJ Moore's a wide receiver I would love to have next year. And the one move that I would be awesome would be Max Crosby. I mean, he's going somewhere, I think. I'm not saying
I feel like there's probably 12 to 15 teams that are going to say the same thing.
But they're in a spot where they don't have to rely on – they have draft picks that they could give up if they wanted, because they don't really need them per se. You always want to have draft picks. Look at like I said, with Monangai. I mean, that's a pick you would never thought was going to do what he did this year.
I don't know. Monangai was the all-time leading rusher at Rutgers.
I know, but he's a 7th. What I mean is, he's a 7th-round pick. I mean, you always say
it was higher than 7th. Well, I thought it was like 3rd round.
Oh, maybe he was. Maybe I'm wrong. But you would have never thought going into it that he would have done what he did. I mean, you would have thought he would have been the best. And I wouldn't say the best, but I think he had the most yards of all rookies. What did you say?
You're right. 7th round pick, 233rd overall.
See, he played like a 3rd round pick.
Yeah, he really did. I mean, they used him well too. He runs angry.
Oh yeah, I mean, it just helps that you can switch him up with Swift. But
I was going to say, that helps having.
It'll be a long off season to get into all of it, but I'm excited.
For sure. Let's switch gears over to the Blackhawks, who, like we said at the top of the show, have been playing much better lately. I don't know if the playoffs are in the cards, but I was looking at the wild card standings here, Zach. They're only 5 points out of the second wild card spot, and I know that's a lot, but if they can just keep chipping away and adding points,
get to overtime. Just get to overtime. I know they lost the other night in overtime, but if you get to overtime, you get points.
They're 21-23. 21, 23, and 8. And I feel like they've been playing. I mean, they started off the year pretty good. Once Bedard went down, they kind of struggled a little bit, but now he's back. They're playing really well. And I like I said, I've watched 2 games in the last 4 or 5 days, and they've just been entertaining, and they're in games. And
it's a core that's going to be together for a while. So,
yes.
I mean, it's just exciting to know that. Like, they're not really rebuilding anymore. They're just kind of building around what they have, but they're not looking to go out and get any like major players.
Now we're recording this Sunday night, and they did get smoked by Florida today.
See, that's the only problem they have. They do get every once in a while. I mean, I guess it happens in hockey because it's such a long season and you play so many games, but they get smoked sometimes.
They played Thursday, Friday, Sunday. Thursday and Friday go to shootouts, and then they get absolutely sniped today.
It's tough because, I mean, think about the travel and the play and stuff like that. It's just tough, but it's nice to have Bedard back. You didn't know what was going on with the shoulder, so I'm excited to see them go forward. And like I said, with the Bears being done, with football being done, you can kind of get more into it.
Big time, a little more accessible too. I've caught them on ESPN Plus the last couple of games. So. Don't have to get that stupid Chicago Sports Network thing. Speaking of stupid Chicago Sports Network thing, the Bulls, 23-22 in typical Bulls fashion. They are in the 9 seed. They are only a game and a half out of the 6 seed, which would get them out of the play-in tournament. Seem to be getting healthier. This is the same Bulls organization, dude. It's just
everything, dude. They're going to be 500. They barely win games. I mean, I guess that's just the NBA.
They've won 4 in a row, and I'm still not impressed.
They blow leads like crazy.
Yes.
Kevin Huerter had a game-winning shot the other night.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't see where this team is going right now. I know Matis is like the one spot that you like. Josh Giddey's back now. But, like, where is the direction of this team going?
Do you want them to trade Kobe White? Because I kind of do.
Oh, I think they should have did that last year, but I mean, because
Kobe White has been the leading scorer of the last 5 games.
Who's the leader of this team? Probably Vooch, and he's not going to be around for much longer. No. I mean, Matis plays well, but he's not playing at like a leader spot right now.
Well, even like our first round pick last year, Noah Essengay, it is done for the year.
Because I went to the Bulls game one night, and like 3 of their starters I kind of knew.
Yeah.
It's just and then, Trey Jones is now hurt.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna do. What I don't get is why they don't bring up, is it Mac McClung?
Mac McClung, yeah.
If you're trying to sell tickets, what are we doing here, Jerry Reinsdorf? I mean, if you're trying to get people to go to the games, unless he has some great stake in the Windy City Bulls.
That could be it. Mac McClung did say today he is not participating in the dunk contest.
Yeah, what's the point, really? I mean, there's not much more he can do.
Yeah, but dude, he's played like 10 games in the NBA. Get your face on camera.
That kind of tarnishes it. He doesn't want to lose, probably.
No, you gotta if you're gonna be a G League guy your whole career, you gotta get as much camera time as humanly possible.
But what I don't get, I just don't get why they haven't just for a few games given him a chance.
Yeah, I mean the worst thing is
he goes crazy for the Windy City Bulls sometimes.
Yeah, he's had a couple 30-point games.
But if they're trying to make money or sell tickets, that would be a good way.
Yes. The Cubbies, Have we talked since they signed Bregman?
No, because that's the same night of the Packers game. I don't think we did a podcast after that.
Well, the Cubs signed Alex Bregman, third baseman. Was it a 3-year deal?
I think 5-year.
5 years. Yep, you're right.
No trade clause because he wanted that, which is awesome to see.
Wants to be in Chicago, wants to win, and it as great as it is. Like the Cubs finally ponied up some money.
Yeah, and they got a guy for a long period of time at a spot where it's pretty tough.
Yep, 5 years, 175,
and it's a lot of like deferred money, like what they did with Shohei. Yep. So it helps out the team. Bregman signs with somebody else. Kyle Tucker signs with somebody else. I mean, those guys, you weren't probably going to get them anyways. I think for the deal that the Cubs got, I think he is the best signing per se, because $60 million for Kyle Tucker a year is nuts.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's not a good player. Maybe he might be better than Bregman, but like for the defense that he plays, and he plays a lot more, really, and the money, I mean, that $60 million is crazy.
Yeah. I know this is just all retrospective, but like there was times in like late July through August that Kyle Tucker just looked like he did not want to be in Chicago.
And there was a lot of reports that came out saying that he was not very motivated, and then he came out and said that they were wrong. But I mean, he doesn't look like the most motivated guy.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I'm at with that. Is like he never was like the gung-ho guy when he was down in Houston. So I don't know if we can hold that against him. It
might sound sour of me now that he's not with the Cubs, but like if you look at the whole situation, you would rather have Bregman than Kyle Tucker in this moment. He wants to be there. He's gonna like be a leader. It never really seemed like Kyle Tucker was a leader. I mean,
and I guess the better argument. I guess the better argument here, though, Zach, is would you rather have Alex Bregman or Cam Smith?
I think you would rather have Alex Bregman at this point.
I think so too,
easily, because I think
so
Cam
too.
Smith is going to be a good player, but he's not like he's a solidified player right now.
Yes,
he had a good first year with the Astros, but I mean, Bregman is a very steady player. He's played like something like 100 and something games in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He's like 400 some at bats in the playoffs. Like that's experience that you don't get a lot.
And I don't know if we've talked.
You could have had him last year. He signs with the Red Sox, and then for some reason the Cubs get him the next year. Like that doesn't happen a lot.
Well, that's because the Red Sox are incompetent.
Oh yeah, and then they got rid of Devers too, thinking that they were going to have Bregman for a while, and then they wouldn't get off the no trade clause. Like
I love it.
You're really gonna What I don't get is why would you trade him anyways?
I love that. I don't know if we've talked since the Cubs made the big trade for Edward Cabrera either.
No, that's also a great trade. I know it sucks we got rid of Owen Casey, but like it's another guy he's right now good.
Here's my take on this is Owen Casey has to be in a situation where he's at in his prospect and his development that he needs to be on the field every single day, whether it's good or bad. He's got to get that experience. There's no spot for him in Chicago to do that every single day.
And he had it last year. I know it wasn't a very large sample size, but he played a lot last year in a spot.
Did, but I'm saying if you want to,
he didn't. They set him down for a reason.
Yeah. He has to be. He's in a great situation in Miami because if he wants to and he's healthy, he's going to play 162 games. That's what he needs. He can't. There's no spot for him in left. There's Ian Happ there. There's PCA in center, and you got to have Suzuki
can play right field. I know he's not like the best outfielder of all time, but he can play right field.
Yeah, and you have to have
it. DH. Like you want that kind of lineup. Instead of spending $60 million on a Kyle Tucker or hoping that Owen Casey plays well.
Yeah.
We get so caught up. I hate to be this way, but we get so caught up in prospects.
Yes.
How often do prospects really work out?
We it's because we got spoiled in like from 2014 to 2017.
Schwarber, Bryant,
Rizzo.
Rizzo in Hap, like even stuff like that. Like, that doesn't happen a lot at all.
And to think about, like, we've also been pretty, like, I know Brent Brown has his, command issues, but like Cade Horton and Justin Steele, like we've been pretty.
We have Alcantara. Like,
yeah,
he's also a pretty good outfielder that can play pretty good defense, and I think he's gonna get a chance in spring training to see what's going on. Then they signed that guy. Who was it from the Astros? He used to play for the Astros. He played. Boomy, keep talking about other players.
Well, the other ones they picked up, Hunter Harvey. I know we've talked about him. I know Tyler Austin was another deal they signed. Brought Caleb Thielbar back. I'm just rolling through the transaction reports here. But like, I'm just a big fan of what they've done so far. Do I think they? Yeah. Oh, Chaz McCormick. That was a minor league deal, though.
I know, but I mean, it's a guy who's played in the World Series. He could play outfield. I mean, he's gonna get a chance in spring training. It's just that's how it's gonna work. I mean, it's nice to, hey, we got somebody who maybe could have an opportunity to have a good year or something.
And not to mention, dude, I think that the NL Central is going to be the Cubs to lose. And I know what the Brewers did last year.
All right. Talk about the Cubs, whatever you want. The Brewers are the cheapest organization I have ever seen. They traded Freddie Peralta for nothing.
And Tobias Myers, dude, in that same trade.
You can say what you want about the Cubs. The Brewers have money. I mean, what are we doing here? I know it's a small market per se, but billionaires own them. What I think it's because you're in Chicago or something like that. You have to be the only team that spends money or whatever. The Brewers have been good for a while, spending no money. I mean, this is crazy.
Freddie Peralta is good. What are we doing?
He was the guy that I was worried about playing against in the playoffs. I think he beat the Cubs in Game 5, didn't he?
Yeah, he was. I think he was the starter.
Yeah, but people don't talk about that much because they're a small market.
And not to mention, I think the Cardinals are going to be the worst team in the division this year, and I can't wait for that. They traded a Cubs killer to the Diamondbacks in Nolan Arenado.
And Contreras. He got traded to the Red Sox, right?
Yeah, I think he was a free agent.
Oh, I thought he got traded.
I could be wrong.
I hope the Cardinals lose every single game. The Pirates are not going to be good.
Oh, no, it was a trade. You were right.
And the Brewers are not. They're going to be all right, but they're not going to be what they were last year.
Yes.
I mean, the problem is you always say this and then somehow they're good. I don't really get it.
Yep. But they always seem to figure it out.
They got rid of their ace.
If not ace, close to it.
Yeah, I for no reason. I don't get it.
For being cheap. On the south side, the White Sox pick up right-handed reliever Seranthony Dominguez on a 2-year, $20 million contract after they traded Luis Robert. I think that's a good move.
Honestly, is a good thing that it happened. It needed to happen for the rebuild and for everything. He was the last player from that playoff team left. Yep. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure that was 5 years ago?
Yeah. So they're going to save $20 million by trading him. They turn around and spend that on Seranthony Dominguez.
I think the White Sox have a great offseason, really.
So far, yeah. Very much so.
I think for what the opportunities they have, they signed the guy from Japan, the first baseman. I think they're having a really good offseason for once. I mean, they ended the season pretty decent. And they're having a good offseason. I think as a White Sox fan, you have to be happy with where this team is going because the Tigers are probably going to get rid of Skubal at some point. Yeah. You never know about the Guardians and the Royals. I mean, that division could be up for grabs too.
Big time. It always is.
Yeah, I mean, the Tigers are going to ruin Skubal and get rid of him. I mean,
we'll take him on the north side.
Well, yeah, that'll be a heavy paycheck.
Yeah, which I'm okay with.
But that's another thing. There's nobody in that division that spends money either.
No, No, I think the Guardians are probably going to win that division if it's not the Tigers. Did you see they're reworking Jose Ramirez's deal to
Yeah,
make
but
him
it's one of
basically a
those things.
Guardian for life?
You see what happened to Detroit last year, stuff like
Yeah.
that. I mean, and the Guardians, they're always like good, but they never have that one superstar, really. I mean, they have
Yeah, Jose
Ramirez.
Ramirez is pretty
Yeah, I think
close to
Ramirez
it.
is, yeah. He's a very low-key superstar.
Yeah, I
But I
like
think
him
it's
a
because
lot.
he plays in Cleveland.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
But if you're the White Sox, you've got to be excited for this season. It's going to be better than last season. I think you could flirt with 500 or better, maybe.
And especially like you didn't have to dump. I know we just got done talking about the Cubs prospects, but like where the White Sox are sitting is very, very different than where the Cubs are sitting. They didn't have to dump any other prospects to make these deals happen.
No, and they got some stuff for Robert. I mean, it was going to happen at some point. It needed to happen.
Exactly.
And you might have gotten as much as you were going to get.
Big time. Before we move on, we got to give a big shout out to our friends over at Connect Roasters. I promise you, they have the best coffee around. Ian Happ drinks it every morning. He's won 4 gold gloves. What else do you need to know, people? Make sure you check out their website, connectroasters.com. Find them on X at Connect Roasters. Get yourself over to the storefront and tell them the TCF boys sent you. So as always, a big shout out to our friends over at Connect Roasters in Bourbonnais. Let's jump into it, Zach. We got the NFL Super Bowl preview. The championship round has wrapped up. We had the Patriots taking down the Broncos today, as well as the Seahawks taking down the Rams. So we've got the Seahawks and the Patriots in the Super Bowl. How do we feel about it?
Not great, really. I'm not a fan.
I think we got the 2 best teams in the NFL.
I don't know. I know the Seahawks are. I'm not sure if the Patriots are.
That's fair.
We'll see. I think the Patriots had a very easy road, but that's how
they had an
sometimes.
Easy season.
That's how the cookie crumbles, as they would say. But
have you seen the spread yet?
No, you want me to look it up?
No, I got it. What do you think it is?
Seahawks 2.5.
That is. What would you say?
Seahawks 2.5.
4.5.
4.5. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of people jumping on Patriots plus 4.5.
I'm not one of them. I think the Seahawks are going to win that game. They look so good tonight. I just think they are going to be way too much for the defense and offense together for this team. I think it's going to be really good. I mean, the Broncos, it was snowy, but they made the Patriots not look very good today.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it. Obviously the conditions, but they barely beat Jared Stidham.
They shouldn't have. It was that one. I still think that was not a forward pass, and I don't think it should have been a fumble, but it is what it is. But
I don't know. I've watched that a million times. I'm starting to think it was a fumble.
That's the only reason they scored the touch. That's the only touchdown they had the whole day.
Yeah. So, yeah, dude. I think that combined with just how good the Seahawks have been all year is why you and a lot of people. I think it's going to be a good game. I do think the Patriots are going to, the Seahawks are going to win, but I don't know. You don't get to the Super Bowl on a complete fluke.
No, but it is what it is. They have 2 weeks to get ready, so that's a long time for both teams to kind of figure out what they're going to do. And Sam Darnold might be a Super Bowl winning quarterback, which if you would have said this 5 years ago, people would have laughed at you.
Insane.
When he saw Ghost
and got mono.
Yeah. Well, he's having a little fun. But still, I don't get it. A career like that doesn't make any sense to me. He's
that offense is so good, though.
I think he was number 3 pick overall.
Yeah, I think so.
But
that offense, dude. The weapons they have at wide receiver.
JSN,
obviously,
Kenneth Walker.
Charbonnet's out, though. That kind of hurts. But, it didn't hurt him too bad today.
No, that offensive line is really good. Defensive line is really good. They're just an overall good team.
And the fact that they were able to hold out. The Rams are a really, really good football team. And they were able to hold on there.
If we're talking about the games, the Rams had plenty of opportunities they kind of gave away, too. They definitely had some spots where they maybe should have kicked the field goal, went for 2, stuff like that, and they
Everybody's
didn't.
trying to get too cute, dude.
I know. Yeah, you're right. I mean, the Bears got stuck in that too.
Yeah, the Broncos.
You come back and you look at it, you lost by 4.
Okay, so remember the early in the Broncos game, and they go forward on 4th down and don't get it. And everybody's like, oh, yeah, you should kick the field goal there. And, of course, the other side argues, well, it's not a guarantee. I get that it's not a guarantee. Their kicker from that distance is like 92%. So I feel like you take that gamble on 92% that you get 3 points.
The only thing I would say is between having Stidham or Matthew Stafford, that makes it a lot different too, because if you may not be in that spot a lot.
Yeah, I get that.
But you're right.
You got it, especially in the playoffs, dude. Take the freaking points.
But you also, on the other way, you get the first down, and then you say it's just tough. I think being an NFL coach has to be insanely hard, or offensive coordinator.
It is for sure, but I think we're starting to overcomplicate it sometimes.
But it's also a lot of looking back on it after the game, too.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I get that.
You lose by 4, you could have had points here, points there, but Super Bowl in San Francisco, so that'll be pretty cool. It'll be like a home field advantage for Seattle.
I was going to say, those Seattle Seahawks guys have played a lot of games there.
But the Patriots, they travel well. But I will be all on the Seahawks.
Me too. I hate the Patriots with a passion.
They don't need another Super Bowl. But I mean, these are 2 teams that have been there quite a bit in the last 10 or 15 years. So it would have been nice to see like the Broncos or something like that be in it. But
Broncos Rams was the only combination of a Super Bowl we wouldn't have seen in our lifetime.
Yeah. Yeah. And because when was the Broncos last in a Super Bowl?
When Peyton Manning.
Oh yeah, that was not that long ago.
Yeah, but still, I mean, they've never played the Rams in a Super Bowl ever, so I was kind of cheering for that, and I got the exact opposite. But official prediction here, I think the Seahawks are going to win, but I kind of, where it's sitting 2 weeks out, I kind of like the Seahawks plus 4.5. I think it's going to be a tight game.
No, Patriots. You mean Patriots? You said Seahawks.
Yeah. Patriots plus 4.5. And then you always got to take the over here. 46.5.
I think the Seahawks win in a rout, really.
I don't know, dude. I get what you're saying, and I agree. I don't think the Patriots had a good schedule, but you don't just get
I think the Rams are better than the Patriots.
I agree. I agree on that end.
Also, as a guy who lost to them, I'll say that. But I don't know. I just think that Sam Darnold, I mean, he just plays the right game. He's not going to force it. He's not going to do too much. He has great players. I think Drake May might let them. I mean, the moment it's going to be pretty huge for a guy like Drake May. So you never know.
Could say the same thing about Sam Darnold, though.
But Sam Darnold's been through it all. You think about it. He's been through a lot. I mean, there's not much he had. Well, the only thing he hasn't seen is probably a Super Bowl. But he's been through a lot. He's went from seeing ghost to a Super Bowl, leading a team to a Super Bowl. I think he knows how to take care of the moment.
I hope so. Go
see him. JSN, he can catch it one-handed. I don't know what much he can do.
Cheat code, baby. Yeah, go Seahawks. We'll hopefully be back before the Super Bowl if they, the outlook changes.
Like I said, it's always fun for people who don't usually gamble a lot to just kind of throw a little bit on here and there. There's always fun things to gamble on. And Super Bowl parties are always fun. You get to go hang out with people you might not usually hang out with. But I always say Super Bowl should be earlier on a Sunday.
Or on
Saturday.
Or on President's Day weekend.
Or on Saturday. If you have 2 weeks off, what does it matter if it's on Saturday?
Completely agree.
You know what I mean? If it was next weekend, it'd be a short layoff. You're giving them 2 weeks anyways. What's one less day?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I couldn't agree more.
Saturday at like 6 o'clock at night. You know how much more people would be like? They could have better parties, hang out more. You don't have to worry about going to work, and there'd be less people that would take off Monday.
What I also don't like, even keep it Sunday. Like you play 80% of your NFL games, I feel like are played at noon on a Sunday. Just play at noon.
1 noon, whatever.
Well,
Don't play it
yeah.
at 5 o'clock.
Yeah,
It will never
exactly.
start then. And your halftime takes forever.
Oh, it's a 4-hour game.
Bad Bunny.
And Bad Bunny and Green Day.
Oh, Green Day too?
Yeah, Green Day is going to be there. That could get
combo
interesting.
that is.
I don't think they're playing. I think Green Day might be playing before the game. I don't know. I just saw that they got added to the Super Bowl.
That's it's unlikely of a combo as the Rams and Broncos.
That's very fair. Before we move on, Zach, my brain has been cooking here lately, and I got some stupid questions for you. Are you ready?
I don't know. It might make me look dumb.
Well, these questions are pretty dumb. If you were given $1,000 per hot dog, how many hot dogs do you think you could put down in a 24-hour period? Realistically, be honest with yourself. Because I'll explain why you think here. My number is 50. Because I think I can do 2 hot dogs an hour. I just stay up all night. I can do 2 hot dogs
Can
an
you
hour.
throw up?
No.
I'd say around.
You throw up
40
and
or
your number
50.
restarts. What'd you say?
I'd say around 40 or 50 without throwing up.
My logic thinking, like you said, you just got to do 2 an hour.
A heart attack?
No, I mean you should.
A lot of salt, my friend.
Okay, here's where I thought about this logically. I get a treadmill, right? I eat my hot dog at like 12:15. So, and then I walk on the treadmill from 12:15 to 12:45, and then eat another hot dog, walk on it you just keep looping. So you're burning it. So you're ready again, and you're processing what's in your body.
Eat the hot dog, no bun.
See, that's what I was even. I think with a bun, I still think my number is 50.
I think
if it's no bun
with bun because that's a lot of bread.
It is. I
think there's at least a 20 to 25 difference.
See, I'm thinking no bun. I'm thinking no bun. My number goes up by like 20.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think you can eat a lot more without the bun because it's a lot of bread.
It is. But I feel like if you know how like the competitive,
it's still going to expand in your stomach.
For sure, but I still think 50 is my minimum if I've got to have buns.
Terrible. That'd be terrible.
No buns, 70, 75. I think
that would be terrible. I mean, that would suck.
All right, and then I was scrolling again and was reminded of the 999 challenge. What food and drink combination do you think would best serve you to complete the 999 challenge in a baseball game?
I think 9 pieces of pizza.
Oh, that's so much bread, dude.
9 Diet Cokes.
Carbonation. That's what I'm saying.
But you got to drink. You can't just drink like water. That would make no sense.
Not fair.
I mean, you have to make it something that's like tough.
Fair. Are you talking like triangle cut pizzas or like tavern style square pieces?
I guess it would have to be triangle because you got to make it tough. It has to be. It can't be easy.
All right, fair enough.
The squares would be hard. It would be very easy, I think. But I mean, I'm not saying it like it's going to be easy, but you want something that's not like something small. You'd want to make it difficult.
My first thought is easy. It's Diet Mountain Dew. A can of Diet Mountain Dew. I think I could do 9 in a 3-hour period. My food is where it gets tricky because, like you said, you don't want to make it too easy.
No, you don't want.
I think just a single cheeseburger from McDonald's.
Yeah, but see, that's too small.
You think it is a cheeseburger?
I would think you need if you're going to do it like a baseball game, you would need the baseball one. Like, just not like it's like huge, but like one you would get from a baseball game, not McDonald's.
Well, I was also thinking we'd try this at home this summer. What about like I don't know if I could eat 9 McDoubles.
I think Wrigley, I mean, it would just. I think I could do the original hot dog one. 9 hot dogs and 9 Diet Cokes would be for me.
I love hot dogs, so I think I could probably do that as well. I'm just trying to
maybe we go to a Cubs game and spend a paycheck, but
maybe we start here, locally where it's not going to cost us an arm and a leg.
I don't know. I think that's the fun thing about it too. Is like being at the game. I don't think you'd want to do it at home. It wouldn't be the same at home.
Maybe we go to a minor league game where a hot dog doesn't cost $9.
Oh, well, yeah. Like maybe like
a Diet Coke doesn't cost us $5.
But see, the problem with going to like a Rivets game or like a Pistol Shrimp, that's almost cheating a little bit because you're going to get very long innings.
Yeah, but you could also get really fast innings.
I know. I mean, yeah, you're right. But I'm just saying you'd have to have all 9 pretty much there.
Yeah, you can't just be like run into the concession stand.
No, you have nine pops there and 9 hot dogs sitting there probably, or somebody that's going to get them for you in the middle of inning. So you don't want to be stuck in like line.
Check this out. Let the Pistol Shrimp know we're going to do our test run at a game down in Peru here this summer. We got to do a test run, and then we'll graduate. We'll maybe work our way through the minors.
Yeah, we'll go there, and then we'll go to like a single A game, double A game, triple A.
I like this.
We'll be very unhealthy though.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna have to up our gym memberships.
No, I'm good. I'll just lift dog food. That's what my workout will be.
Fair enough. Let's wrap things up. As always, we've got the TCF top 3, and we are just doing our favorite color combos. So whichever 2 colors we like that go together, that's what we're picking here. It could be because of just we like the color, we like the teams that rock those colors, whatever the case may be. Color combinations, 2 colors, not 3, not 4, 2 colors. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to?
I'll go first, and I'm going to take what's on your shirt, and it's blue and white. I think that is a great combo.
Blue and white. All right, little basic. I don't hate it though.
I mean, a lot of this is basic in a way.
There's a better blue combination, I think, and I'll take that in my second pick. My first one's red and black.
Yeah, Bulls is like,
Bulls,
perfect.
Blackhawks. I mean, so many teams all around in every single thing.
Jordan being with the Bulls, there's a lot of Jordan shoes that are red and black.
Yep, absolutely. Coaching at a school that was red and black was the best thing ever for my outfits. I
have a pair. You have 2 behind you, pretty much.
Yeah, absolutely.
3, I guess.
Yeah, NIU. My second one I'm going to go with, which I think is the better blue. It's blue and red.
Yeah, I just like the white. I think it looks better.
I think I like red more than I like blue.
But if there was a 3 combo, that's what it would be.
For sure, yeah. America, you got the Cubs, the New York Rangers, the Texas Rangers, so many good red and blue schools.
Where am I going to go with this? I'm going to name the team because it's tough to like say what it. I think what the White Sox have going is good. It's another black and white,
silver,
black and white. I think that's a good combo.
It's a tough combo.
Yeah, I mean, like you can wear anything with it.
I think of Raiders as well, like
black and silver, black and white. Yeah. I mean, whatever you want. I think that color for like a shirt. I mean, you can wear that with anything. It's slimming too.
Dude, I'm with you. I've got a couple White Sox hats. I like the White Sox color combos. They're very unique. It's really only them and the Raiders that have those color combos. And like you said, they go with just about everything. I don't hate that at all.
And then I'm going to go with what's right over here, orange and like dark blue. I think that's a great combo because I don't really like orange that much, but I think it goes well with each other.
That is one of the best colors that can go with orange because orange can be really tough.
Orange is very tough to go with any other really colors per se.
Like I obviously think of Florida Gators, like orange and blue. Like I can't think of like
orange and light blue. It wouldn't work. Orange, it has to be like a dark blue, almost a purplish.
Because even like I think like Oklahoma State, right? Orange and black is okay, but I don't think it's as good as orange and blue.
Yeah, I think it just goes together perfect.
I like that.
It might be because I see these colors all the time with the teams that I watch, but
yeah. Well, in Illinois, there's so many. I mean, Syracuse. There's a lot of good orange.
Illini.
Yeah, that's what I said. The
Oh,
Illinois.
sorry. I thought you meant the state.
Even like the New York Islanders. There's kind of one in every sport. It feels like the Tigers.
It's one that orange makes sense with.
Yes, absolutely. My last one, I think I have to go with, it's purple and yellow or purple and gold. We both went to schools that are purple and yellow. I obviously don't like the Vikings, but it is unique enough, but it's not like the most unique, but it's just unique enough, right? You get what I mean here?
It's used a lot, but yes, it is unique per se.
But it's also not like blue and like not overused, I feel.
No, not really, but like I guess just me and you were both around it with where we went to high school and stuff, but
yeah, there's definitely bias here, but I love that color combination.
LSU is one of the most.
Yeah, I hate LSU.
Well, the most known colleges, stuff like that.
And it's one of the color combinations that I feel go with like black accents really well. Like if you do like an alternate black jersey, the purple and the yellow pop, and like on a white jersey, they pop a little bit differently. And it's, it is used a lot, but it's definitely not in like probably the top 10 color combinations of sport teams in the United States. My other one that I was waffling between, I don't know what it's always been, but like a green and black I've always liked.
Well, professionally with the purple and yellow or purple and gold, it's pretty much just Minnesota and the Lakers, right?
Yeah.
There's no baseball team.
No.
But yeah, I also thought about like the Florida Gators. That light blue does work with it a little bit, but I'm not the biggest fan of it.
Sure. I think that Florida's is weird because like they're obviously orange and regular blue, but like you get the green accent in it, and Florida's colors are oddly unique. But the other one besides black and green, the other one that had come to me was like baby blue and black or baby blue and navy blue.
Yeah,
like the Royals.
I like the Blue Jays colors.
Yeah. I agree. North Carolina, baby blue and white. Baby blue and a lot of things go really well together.
I like a maroon and a white.
Yeah, I had kind of thought about like
maroon, maybe just by itself.
I don't hate maroon, especially like I hate Florida State with a passion, but like that maroon and gold looks really cool together.
Yeah,
I think there's a lot of really interesting combinations out there.
I like the green and white. You might have just said that already.
I said green and black.
Where LeBron went to high school.
Oh, St. Vincent, St. Mary's.
Yeah, that's a cool combo.
That was green and gold more.
Oh well.
But yeah, I'm with it.
That's better.
Green and gold is a solid combination.
Like Notre Dame.
Yeah, especially when they wear those green uniforms.
Don't want to compliment Notre Dame much, but
yeah, they've had enough people piling on them.
At it too, like the Broncos have that orange and like dark blue. I like that's pretty much like the Bears.
That is very true. Yeah, that's a good color combination. Let us know what your guys' favorite one is out there, because that's going to do it for us here at TCF. I know it's been a couple weeks. We're trying to get episodes out, and it just been busy, but I promise we're going to keep working on getting episodes out. And obviously as spring and summer roll around more, we're going to keep working on getting more content out. So make sure you're sticking around. We appreciate all of you guys that do listen and reach out and comment and all that stuff. It does not go unnoticed. So as always, this is episode 273. Make sure you check us out on X at @typical_Chicago, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Give all those pages a follow. Head over to the YouTube page for all of our content in video form. Make sure you subscribe, rate, review, 5 stars wherever you get your podcast. Tell a friend, give them a listen, and tell them to follow us as well. You can find me on X at Boomy TCF, and of course Zach at Z Lilia TCF. We will hopefully be back within the next week or two, because that is it. That was episode 273 of Typical Chicago Fans. We love you all.
Peace.